What's up, Angel City? It's your girl Pandy here, bringing you episode 103. That's right, we are back to recap an amazing game. We've had a lot of fun in this Summer Cup. That's all I'm going to say for now. But got some really good information coming out, some breaking news, if you will. But we'll get into all that. First, I want to introduce my co-host, the one, the only, Nina Kiefer. What's going on out there today?
Oh my goodness. What is up, Angel City? This is a big one. This is a good one. We are riding high today. But before we get into everything, don't forget to like and subscribe to us at Angel City Chicks on all of the social medias. Make sure you enable those notifications so you can join us in the comments when we are live. And you can let us know your thoughts because, as we say, the show is not the same without you. Our opinions are only 2/3 of the show. You make up the other third. I had to math real quick and my brain wasn't braining very well on that one. I don't even know, Panda.
You could never math. That's not your wheelhouse right there. No, I fill out your tips for you at when we go out to eat at restaurants. So
that's your job.
No mathing. No, really exciting though. Lots of good information today. We've got lots of positive stuff, at least for Angel City, as far as that's concerned. So that's a lot of fun. I don't know about you, but I've been really enjoying the Olympics. It's been so much fun.
Yes.
Everything, even outside of soccer. I love the gymnastics. I love the swimming. I love Steve the pommel horse guy so much. Just so much fun out there. I mean, this is that time of year where you're just like, oh, it just feels good. It's fun. We're proud and everything. And I don't know if you, what are your favorite events to watch on the Olympics?
I mean, you got to go women's rugby. I feel like with everything that's happening there, it's fantastic. And they took home the bronze. I'm super proud. I'm not a rugby fan. I don't really know the sport, but holy cow, the things that we were doing out there, freaking amazing.
Yeah, I mean, they had quite an Olympic turnout, getting a medal. I don't know if anyone had expected them to be on the podium. I don't know if anybody was even putting their eye on them. I think the top three that were, expected to medal were runaways at that point for it. And so they just kind of snuck in there, showed up to the Olympics and said, hold my beer. And they did. And it was amazing to watch. So
yeah,
lots of fun. But yeah, I mean, the women are showing up and showing out for sure. I mean, we've got women's soccer, which we'll talk about a little bit later, but capping off some good convincing wins, some great scoring and finishing happening, things we haven't really been privy to a lot recently, at least in the previous couple of years, unfortunately, but things are looking good. Things are looking good. Simone Biles out there doing things women are doing it. They're handling business at the Olympics, and I love it. Anyways.
All right. Should we get into the most breaking news with our super plan? Definitely had the insider clue. So that way we plan to do this today instead of tomorrow, not just because we have a game tomorrow, but obviously we knew this was going to happen today. And so we have the best news for some Angels fans in, 2 years.
Well, I mean, in, what did we say? 731 days?
781 days after tearing her right anterior cruciate ligament, ACL. How do you say it?
Cruciate. Yeah.
I don't know. So Kristen Press,
just say ACL.
81 days after tearing her ACL on June 11th, 2022, is now available. Season-ending injury no more.
Wow. I mean, so many people have waited for this moment, and probably no one has waited for this moment more than Kristen Press herself. She said, whenever on her little comment there, you have to accept that things won't go the way you think they will, but maybe they'll go even better. That's the hope that I'm taking into this next phase of my recovery journey. I can't wait to play for all of you again. And kudos to her for clawing her way back into, fit form and the ability to get out there, because it kind of would have been very easy for her to just, call it quits. I think we all would have understood that. She's been through so much, 4 surgeries on her knee. I think people were like, okay, we get it. Like, that's a lot to go through. Like, we hope you'll come back, but we understand if you won't. So for her to say, I am back, I'm available for selection. And what do you think we'll see her tomorrow? What do you think the scenarios are going to be? Do you
I think
think
she plays tomorrow.
you think they
I
put
mean,
her in
I would
towards
rather see her make her return at the bank, but
the bank?
BMO, it's still a bank. But I think she plays. I think we see her get at least 30 minutes, but it might be less.
You think she's a sub?
I think she's a sub.
Yeah.
They let her have her moment. We clap it up. I'm predicting probably 75th minute.
Sounds about right.
Maybe 70th. I'll be surprised if they give her any more than 20, 30 minutes. But we're going to see her. I bet.
Bet. Yeah. I think we'll see her. I mean, to have her available for selection and then to not utilize her, like that would be just like they have to be pretty sure that that's going to happen, I feel. So.
Yeah, you're not going to take her off the season-ending injury list unless she's ready to play and she's ready to get minutes. But, there is another piece of really big news, and this is probably the biggest news to hit your household, Panda. I know Christian's in the room, and I hope he's listening because this is huge. Biggest thing that's ever happened in Christian's life as it pertains to Angel City, and that is the one, the only Hello Kitty night. That's right, folks. Hello Kitty, Christian's favorite.
he just giggled from the living room. Yes, if you guys ever watch Defenders of the Bank, which I don't know who would from this demographic, but if you happen to catch it, he's huge.
Just to say, if you ever watch Defenders of the Bank, I don't know who would, but
no, from like I can't assume that because you watch us, you watch them. Like again, that's different. But either way, he's a huge Hello Kitty fan. She makes an appearance often on their pod. She is a pundit, a kitty pundit on there, and it's kind of funny. So, and he loves fleece blankets, Nina. You have to
so Christian, if you want to pop on, we'll give you 10 seconds of Hello Kitty if you can go find her. But so for those of us who are season ticket holders, we don't always get to participate. This is a special ticket pack, but there is a form. There's a Google form you fill out. And if you are a season ticket holder and you still want your Hello Kitty or any of the other giveaways they do, you add your name to the list. They're going to work their best to get it for you. This fleece blanket, this Hello Kitty fleece blanket, $35.
$35. That's
$35.
Right. You can have it. Super cute. I mean, I would love to have it. Did you fill out your request form?
I was going to let Christian do that.
Right.
I didn't know how much you wanted more blankets in the house. I know the cats love a good blanket, but
they would love a Hello Kitty blanket. I mean, hello, that's all up in their wheelhouse.
I didn't want this to be like another LA Times thing where you.
Well, no. Wait, this will not be a Dodgers Stadium LA Times fleece blanket situation that cost me or cost him more or less a couple $100 at the end of it because there was a subscription attached to that.
I mean, I will say Angel City does pretty quality giveaways. So I would bet this is going to be a nice blanket. I mean, that towel we got, the beach towel, was really nice. So
I took it this past weekend to the little pool party that we went to. It was great. I loved it. Yeah, it was super cute. So, I mean, this has to be good. I mean, but anything with Hello Kitty is just going to be massive. I mean, they're going to sell out. They're not going to be available, but so jump on that. Try your best to get one. If you do, let us know what you think. I don't know if we'll get one because, again, I do have a whole bunch of blankets in this house. So
yeah.
But no, super cool. I love fun giveaways like this, and it's really cute. I mean, she's got a soccer ball. Look how cute she is.
She's very cute. It's a very cute Hello Kitty, and I'm excited for this. It'll be a fun one.
Yeah, for sure. But either way, reach out if you have any questions about that or if you're confused on how you can get it, and we'll try to sort that out for you. And moving on, though, we should probably get into this game because it's been a while since I feel like we've been able to recap back-to-back wins for Angel City. So this is going to be fun. I enjoyed doing this. I enjoy watching highlights. I enjoy telling you guys how it was. Like, it's a lot of fun.
So much better this way. It's so much better this way. It feels good. I am loving me some summer camp, summer cup.
I know. Yeah. I saw your little thing. Yeah. You're, you love summer camp cup.
Yeah.
Yep. It's been fun. Right. We definitely, Titan Stadium has embraced us and has enjoyed us. And then Bay FC welcomed us and we finally, third time's a charm against them. We're able to hand them a loss, and boy, did it feel good. Let's get into it, Nina. I'll start us off. You ready?
Do it.
All right, good, because I'm going. All right, so what we're talking about, Angel City beat Bay FC 2-0 on the road, following a goal by forward Claire Emsley and a Bay own goal forced by defender Megan Reed. This win put ACFC in first place in Group B in the Summer Cup, heading into the final group stage game of the tournament, and we'll talk about all that in just a minute, what that means and everything going forward. So in this game, after it started, we had some back and forth over the first 15 minutes or so, including a close call in the third minute, attempt by Bay forward Rachel Hill that Angelina Anderson was able to stop. It was pretty much ACFC gained control of the match and dominate possession for the remainder of the half. ACFC had their first look of the night in the 5th minute when forward Claire Emsley sent a long ball into the box for forward Alyssa Thompson. Thompson held up play long enough to tap the ball to defender Jasmine Spencer as she arrived in the box, but the shot was high. But love to see Spencer up there taking those shots, seeing her in that position again where she can, exercise her forward legs. Lots of fun seeing her up there creating those kinds of chances.
Absolutely. You got to set the tone to continue with our Shoresy references. Set the tone early, boys. And coming out that early in the 5th minute, taking shots and letting them know, hey, we're here. Got you. I think that's what really did it for us. We rattled them a little bit, maybe. I don't know. But, Angel City did actually open up the scoring officially in the 18th minute. Defender Megan Reed got her foot on a ball that Emsley floated in behind Bay's back line on a free kick. The ball pinged off the inside post, collided with midfielder Dorian Bailey as she attempted clearance off the line and rolled right on into the goal. Hey, we're up 1-0. We're up 1-0. So between the 5th minute challenge and 18th minute defender own goal, I think we're coming out and we're like, hey, watch out.
We're feeling good at this point, which is good. Because that's got to deflate them a little bit. That's so unfortunate. She was running towards it. The ball pinged off kind of right back at her. When your legs are moving forward, you kick the ball forward, and that's what happened, unfortunately. But we will take it because, like you said, set the tone, and I think that gives, takes a little bit of that pressure off the back of Angel City where they can kind of loosen up a little bit and just play some ball. I know they've had a bit of a run-in with Bay FC and able to, get a win against them, and I know they were probably thinking about that going into this matchup. So we set the tone early, did we not?
We did. And, I love this next line in the 25th minute. 25th minute. 25th, 25 minute. 25. Bay had what would be their last chance of the half. This is great because we're just doing that good. Bailey won the ball and sent a forward pass to midfielder Caroline Conti, who took it up to the edge of the 18 and fired off a hard shot, but Anderson saves it. And that's all we let them have for the first half. Fantastic. Chef's kiss. Love that. Put them in the box and let them defend us. And who comes up with that? Emsley in the 29th minute, following a buildup that moved through 4 players. Starting with a ball from the wing by Spencer to midfielder Kennedy Fuller at the edge of the box. Fuller sent a pass sideways to forward Messiah Bright, who had her back to goal and tapped it back to an on-rushing Emsley, but unfortunately her shot was wide.
You're good on the words and the math today, Nina, I can tell.
I've decided I have to keep my light off. I can't see the screen when I have my little ring light there. It's too hard for me to read with the light.
That play that you just mentioned, really, really fun little cheeky back heel pass right at the top of the box by Messiah Bright. You see Emsley kind of come up to her, give her a little, a low 5, like good job. So, you're starting to see that kind of chemistry link up. Emsley and Bright haven't had a chance to really do that because Bright's usually subbed on later in the game, and you have to wonder how much gas is left in the tank for Emsley at that point in the matchup. So to have them both on the pitch at the same time in the beginning when they're both fresh, they're both kind of firing on cylinders, you're starting to see that. Now we're going to see Angel City have a pair of chances in the 37th and the 38th minute when Thompson ran onto a lofted ball into the box by Emsley. send an angled shot wide of the far post, and then we see defender M.A. Vignola sending an inside the box attempt high after a service from midfielder Maggie Doherty-Howard. You're seeing them attack-minded. The shots are, they're a little left, they're a little right, they're a little high, but they're towards the goal. They're making those attempts. Now, Bay had their final chance before the break in stoppage time when a corner kick fell to midfielder Maya Doms, who hit a looping header into the crossbar and out. That was going to be it, and we're going to go into the half up 1-0. I think this is a good place for Angel City to be as they go into the locker room. And I haven't been in this position a lot this year, and so can they hang on? Well, you're going to find out because ACFC is going to start the second half swinging with a 46-minute play that saw Emsley collide with Roland inside the 6-yard box as the latter went to ground to claim a cross by Spencer. And then Emsley made good on her next look in the 54th minute. After taking the ball in line to the left side, Thompson cut back, split two defenders with a short pass to Bright. The Texas native tapped the ball laterally to Emsley, who nutmegged defender Savvy King as she sent a shot into the back of the net to double ACFC's lead. This goal marked Bright's first assist in an Angel City jersey. That's what I'm talking about, this chemistry. They were trying for it. You saw it kind of bubbling to the surface, and finally it happened. Feeling pretty good about this. Are you?
Oh my gosh, feeling great. And it was amazing. The game opened up a bit as both teams started making substitutions in the last 30 minutes, with Bay succeeding in controlling more of the ball and threatening on goal repeatedly. In the 64th minute, Bay forward Princess beat her mark to send a low cross into the 6-yard box, which defender Madison Curry cleared. She set up a chance for Bailey in the 73rd minute, which deflected off of Reed's leg before being caught by Anderson. And then there was an attempt in the 77th minute from close to point blank range at the near post, but Anderson was there. She blocked it out for a corner, just protecting that clean sheet.
Did a fantastic job, and we're not going to see a whole lot of chances for either side in these last 10 minutes. After 4 minutes of stoppage time, Angel City closed out the match with the clean sheet intact, taking all 3 points and keeping them at the top of the table. What we didn't mention that I think is important? The professional debut of forward Casey Fair. She subbed in for Messiah Bright in the 66th minute. So excited to see her out there. We've been wondering when we're going to see her, what's going on. And we finally did. So hopefully this is just the beginning of what we're going to see and get her out there on the pitch a little more and see what she's capable of. Now, Nina, I'll let you go over some of these stats and your thoughts on them as well.
Yeah, you look at these stats and it doesn't really paint the picture of what we just talked about. Bay FC with 14 shots, 6 on target. Angel City, 12 shots, 3 on target. Angel City with a little more share of the possession, 58%, and 473 passes to Bay's 350. Pass accuracy, though, for Angel City, so much better at 77%, while Bay only managed to get about 2/3 of their passes completed. Fouls just about even, 7 and 9. Nice competitive game, but Angel City took home 2 yellow cards for that game. And Bay FC got some of those corners in because of those close range saves that were just blocked out by Anderson. So overall, Bay FC taking away the lion's share of the good of the stats, but we took home that goal line.
Love it. Such a good game for them. Such a good confidence builder for our team. Definitely something that they needed going into their next matchup. But before we get into that, let's talk a little bit about what this tournament standings are looking like. We have 5 groups. So A, B, C, D, and E. And, well, let's talk about them. Let's see. Group A, we've got Portland sitting there at the top of the table with 3 points. But this is going to be an interesting group to watch because look how close they all are. Everybody has won one. Everyone has lost one. It is 3 points across the board for everyone. It's only the goal differential that is putting them in this order. Portland has, I think, more. You cut off that part of it from the graphic, so I can't see, but
Google's doing that. Yeah. So definitely goal differential. I think it's 6, 4, 4, and 3.
I didn't know if that was goal diff or if that was goals for and goals allowed. Usually that's how it is.
Yeah.
Just saying.
But like you said, Group A definitely one to watch.
Here's the thing. I doubt they have a 6-goal differential because that would be quite a convincing win. So I think that's 6 goals for, and then 4, 4, and 3. So anyways, I digress. So talk about Group B for a minute, Nina.
Group B is our group. That's where Angel City sits top of the table. We have 6 points. Club America, San Diego Wave, both with 3 points right behind us, and Bay FC with a fat 0 with their 2 losses. And as you know, we are right there. We are feeling good. Summer camp, summer cup. Let's go. We are winning our group as of now.
Yes, absolutely. Here, I'm just going to clarify a little bit because I did pull it real up. In that first group with Portland, with them all tied, the goal differential is 3-1-0 and -4. So Utah, Portland, we'll see how they do. I mean, that one could be anyone's because we'll talk about the rules in just a minute. But let me go in. I'll go into this next group here. Group C, of course, you've got KC Current with 2 convincing wins. They've been dominant all season long in the NWSL, and that is no different here in this cup tournament. They have 6 points. You've got Tigres with 3, Houston Dash with 3, and Pachuca with 0. So that one's looking like Current is probably going to come out the winner there. And then you can go over Group D, Nina.
Yeah, no surprise. Gotham on top for Group D. What is surprising to me is that they did have 1 draw against the Chicago Red Stars. Washington Spirit and Guadalajara are sitting in the number 2 and 3 places with, of course, Chicago Red Stars in the 4th. And then as we look down to Group E, a little surprising here that Orlando Pride is sitting in there with 2 draws. Number 1 for Group E, Racing Louisville, then NC Courage, and then Orlando Pride, followed by, in that last place, Monterrey.
For those of you who are, following along but not 100% clued in, 3 points for a win, and then if it's tied at the end of regulation, then they go into PKs, and then the winner gets 2 points. And I believe the loser of the PKs gets 1 point. So that's kind of how that is. It's similar to Leagues Cup for the men, the way that they're doing it, which is a very similar tournament. I don't know if anyone noticed that these are going on consecutively, the exact same thing, basically. I wonder, you think they thought about it like that? Like, was this?
Yes.
Were they in groups? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why the points are a little different, and they're not just like 3, 1, and 0. You can get 2 points. If you are able to win in PKs, if you do draw. So let's talk a little bit before we get into our next matchup, what that means for Angel City. Well, what this means is we do have 6 points at the top of the table, which is great. However, this tournament is interesting. There are 5 groups, but only the teams with the most the 4 teams with the most points at the end of this are the ones that advance to the semifinals. So you could win your group and not advance. Exactly. So we need all the points we can get to make sure that we're at the top, because right now, whoever's at the top of each group, if they get 3 points, it could change everything up. But right now, you want to tell everybody what we need to do against our next game tomorrow. What do we need to do to secure
Absolutely. So looking at our upcoming matches, we are playing San Diego Wave tomorrow in the final match of the group stage for us. We're going to be at 7 p.m. down in Fullerton, and this is going to be a big one. So Angel City will win, or an Angel City win, or win on penalties.
Are you manifesting that?
I am manifesting that.
We will win.
An Angel City win or win on penalties on Thursday gives the team good chance of advancement in the semifinal, to be held Tuesday, August 6th at CPKC Stadium in Kansas City. The 2 semifinal winners square off in the tournament final at Toyota Field in San Antonio, Texas on October 25th. So let's get the win
gap
or a win on PKs.
That's a huge gap between the game, August 6th and then October 25th.
Nice and restful.
By the time it comes, not even. There's a lot between now and then. But this is interesting. Like, all of a sudden that game's going to show up and we're all going to be like, oh, yeah. I forgot that we didn't finish that tournament yet. But super exciting. A win tomorrow or a win on penalties. So 2 or 3 points tomorrow will probably get us through. However, a loss doesn't mean we won't either. Like, it's really all contingent upon what these other teams do in this tournament, and it's very tight. at the top for a lot of these teams. So we'll see. I mean, it remains to be seen, but it is a huge game. And you talked about it tomorrow night at Titan Stadium in Fullerton. We will be taking on the San Diego Wave at 7 o'clock. It's going to be a good one, isn't it?
Oh, it's going to be fun. I cannot wait. With Kristen Press is back. Oh, man. I'm ready for this. I think it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, I think it's going to be exciting. I'm very curious to see what lineups we're going to go with. This is one of those where we need to come out the gates swinging. Now, aside from that, let's just real quick kind of give you an idea of what else is coming up, because I will not be podcasting for the next couple weeks. Unfortunately, I will be gallivanting around Europe. Seeing the aftermath of the Olympics in Paris, going to London, going to Frankfurt, Germany, where Christian spent his younger days. So exciting times, but we will not be in. So unless something exciting happens and you feel like doing this podcast by yourself and you want to put that info out there, by all means. But we are going to do
a little pre-record. We're going to front load y'all with a couple episodes, and then Panda and I will make sure you still get the latest and greatest. I mean, there is the friendly game. August 18th is going to be our next game after San Diego Wave. You will get a recap of the San Diego Wave game before Panda decides to flee the country. And then ACFC is going to be playing, as I mentioned, on August 18th at BMO, and that'll be against FC Juarez Femenil. Really exciting friendly matchup there. And then August 24th, we get San Diego Wave again.
Yeah. And then we do need to mention real quick, if we do advance, then we will have a game on Tuesday, August 6th, which is the day I land in London. So that would be the only thing I would really miss. So time this vacation very well to where I won't really miss much and there won't miss anything big. So we'll see. We'll do our best to keep you guys all informed. All right. So what else we got on the docket here? I know you put something in here, just
a little sneak preview. So this is not official yet, but once again, as you're shopping for school supplies for your family, if you collect a little extra, there will be very, very likely some donation drop-offs happening at one of our Angel City matches. So you can donate your school supplies as well to other children in need. So more information to come on that soon. That's just a little teaser for you. Then let's get into some NWSL news. What do you think?
Why not? We got their Angel City stuff. It was all good, all positive stuff. The return of Kristen Press, top of our table, all good, fun stuff. So, we have to follow it up with, since we don't have any drama, let's air somebody else's.
Let's air our nemesis's drama, because San Diego Wave, who we will be playing twice soon, it continues. So we mentioned briefly on our last podcast about how there were allegations of abuse from a former employee of San Diego Wave, citing Jill Ellis particularly as somebody who has allowed this very negative environment to exist. And they had screenshots, they had receipts, all these things. Yesterday, Jill Ellis filed a defamation lawsuit countering all of these claims, and we got great information. So all of this now, if you're with us on the YouTubes, this information is coming directly from ESPN. And what it says is the lawsuit alleges that 2 other emails were sent on the same day from a fake and unofficial Hotmail account that purported to be Wave FC Vice President of Marketing and PR, Justin Freud. One of those emails, the lawsuit alleges, was sent to NWSL Commissioner Jessica Berman and copied the league's head of human resources to state that Freud was resigning because she could no longer tolerate Ellis. The disputed email was allegedly sent on June 17th. Freud remains employed with the Wave. So clearly something fake going on here. Just chaos.
Oh,
They're already saying you're creating false receipts and things like that. And then it keeps going. So Alvarado, who is the person who said that San Diego Wave, the whistleblower, will say, she filed the complaint with the NWSL on February 5th, 2024. So this is not just, hey, HR, take a look at this. This is an official complaint to the NWSL that she filed, according to the lawsuit. And on April 26th, just over a month later, the third-party investigation was concluded, and it found no violation of league policy in connection with the reported conduct. So it's not like she was reporting this and the NWSL didn't respond. They had a full investigation and said this isn't happening.
What?
And it keeps going. All right. Ellis's lawsuit states that she and Alvarado spoke and met only once, and sometime on or around October 15th, 2023. And that meeting was regarding Ellis telling people about professional boundaries with players. And apparently, that was the fourth time in just a handful of months that Alvarado was given the reminder. What does that even mean?
Why'd she have to be given a reminder? What was she doing?
Like, what are you doing to the players that is having, like, I want to know, are you like, I don't think this is like a sexual harassment thing, like asking players out. Like, what is a professional boundary? Like, don't be like, hey, yo, can I get your signature? Like, maybe it's because of Alex. Like, I don't know.
I don't know. It's so
Weird.
vague. It only brings up more questions.
But
doesn't it?
Yeah, so there's apparently a lot more to this than we thought, which is why Ellis is able to have a defamation lawsuit. Now, here's where I go crazy, because when you have defamation lawsuits, there's going to be a dollar amount placed on this. So what are Ellis's damages? Let's see and let's hear. Oh my goodness. Ellis is saying that longtime sponsor canceled a scheduled speaking engagement with her. Another organization ceased negotiations with her to be a keynote speaker. And she had a postponement of an honorary degree from a prestigious university that was pending. And the damages are continuing to grow. So she's going to be able to claim quite a bit, because I can only imagine that Jill Ellis going to a speaking event, there's definitely a comma in that. You're probably looking at 20 grand per speaking engagement. So if there's 2 of those, you're at least at 50 there. And damages usually go to 3 times what it would have been. So at least 150K from that alone. The honorary degree, I think you could value at least 100,000. So you're talking probably at least $500,000 right here.
What the heck?
And they're going to put this all onto this poor girl, Alvarado, and she's going to have to pay?
I mean,
potentially, if she loses.
Right? I mean, we saw the email she got in June. Like, are she saying she
was fake?
They're saying she conjured up a fake email and sent it to herself? Man, you have to admire the commitment.
I don't even know what to think. It's really giving like Johnny Depp trial vibes. Like, just the amount of drama that I'm feeling with this.
What do you think? Do you think it was fake? Do you think
someone there's truth to everything? I feel like there definitely was something that made her feel unwelcome at the San Diego Wave organization. I think Alvarado probably has some reasons why she didn't feel comfortable and why there were issues. I'm sure there was. I doubt that it was all like peachy roses and everything like that.
And she just wanted to just drum up this, this chaos and drama for no good reason.
But is it enough to potentially risk, a defamation lawsuit? I don't know. Like,
I mean, I guess in my head, I mean, they say there was a fake email address created and sent to her. I mean, somebody who wanted to say those things to her could have also done it.
Yeah.
So that you can't prove that she did it. So if she got this email from someone who made this fake account, that still gives her a right to speak up. So, I don't know. It's
messy.
It's very messy. There's a lot to look into and figure out. So I guess the saga continues.
I guess. I feel like we're going to end up with seeing this settled out of court with non-disclosure agreements, and a
never hear about it again.
Apology has to be issued from Alvarado or something. Like they won't make her pay X bajillion dollars if she posts on her account. After many conversations with San Diego Wave, we have reached a mutual understanding. I thank them for my time and will continue my pursuits of whatever. It'll be like a non-apology apology sort of thing to Jill Ellis. And Jill Ellis will go on to get 5,000 more speaking arrangements and things like
What should
that.
she apologize for? Like, in all honesty, what if, devil's advocate here, she was treated unfairly. She brought it up to them. She
Yeah.
didn't win. And then she's sitting on it. And then all of a sudden, somebody wanted to let her know how they felt about her because of her even bringing it up, sent that email. And then she obviously reacted.
I
Like,
don't think
and
she
then,
owes anyone an apology. Don't get me wrong. I
yeah.
think Jill Ellis and the San Diego Wave will require her to make some sort of statement in order to avoid paying millions of dollars.
Yeah, well, I guess if she knows she didn't send that email and knows that they can prove that it came from somewhere else, would she just stick to it and go, let's ride?
She probably will. She seems like the fighting type.
But if she did send that email and was just trying to like stir the pot because she's mad that she didn't get anything from the original complaint, then she would probably settle. So
I
don't know.
just need to be a fly on the wall because now that this has taken such a legal angle, nobody's going to be allowed to talk. It's all going to be hush hush. And I need a Netflix documentary.
Right? Oh man. Drama, drama, drama. Oh well.
All right.
Well, hopefully that'll be distracting enough for them when we play them tomorrow, and then we will just win and go along our merry way. I mean, we don't worry. We are not free of our own drama. We've had our own stuff, but not on this level. Thankfully, things kind of quietly exited, and we're moving on. So, let's talk about some other stuff. You want to talk about? Well, we'll stay on the Summer Cup. We'll stay here a little bit and talk about the fact that we got a lot of debuts.
11 NWSL debuts. And this is what happens when you send the Olympians away. You get the youngins, you get the new talent showing up and showing out, and 11 across the NWSL. It's huge. I love to see it. Love to see people getting their opportunity to shine. This is incredible. This is what summer camp is about.
Well, yeah, and this is an opportunity for players who maybe were kind of flying under the radar because these bigger name players are, obviously taking those spots. A good chance for them to show what they've got and maybe impress someone and get some more minutes on the pitch when it comes to the regular NWSL games. I mean, they were talking about it in on the broadcast about Kennedy Fuller, just how impressed they are with her, getting to see her out there even more, and this cup match could change the starting lineups for a few teams. You never know.
Absolutely. When, as we talk about our Olympians, let's go across seas. Let's go over to France, where our Olympians, our U.S. women's national team players, have 9 goals, the most Olympic group stage in program history. And they went 9 goals, 9 points, took their group stage, and are going on. You gotta love to see it. This has been fantastic. They've shown great sportsmanship. They've shown great leadership. They're giving us all the TikTok videos and fun in Paris. And, I don't know how to say good job in French, but maybe you've learned that, Panda, in your 30-minute French lessons.
I mean, très bien.
There you go.
Very, very well, very well. Yes, they have done well, and this obviously this isn't U.S. Women's National Team news, but we talk about drama. I want to talk real quick about Canada.
Ooh, yeah, with the spine.
So obviously they got docked points, which
6.
is interesting
6
because,
points.
but it's interesting because they actually have them with 9 points on the table, but they should really only have
3.
but they were able to advance with their win today. So clawing their way up in the face of adversity. And what do you think about punishing a team? Like, let's say you had no idea. You're a player on Canadian national team. You have no idea what's going on. You're there, you're training, blah, blah, blah. And somewhere up top, they're like, hey, fly this drone over there, check out what's going on there and, report back. Well, all of a sudden, oh wait, hold on. I'm reading something way different. Hold on.
Well, it's definitely cheating. I feel like you can't send a drone over somebody's practice and think you're going to go unscathed. Of course, I'm also a Dodgers fan, and it brings back Astros memories. You're cheating. Doesn't matter who cheated. It doesn't matter how many people were involved.
The players were involved in that. What if the players had no idea? What if this was totally on the top? Just
doesn't matter.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, to me, it doesn't matter if the players were active participants or passive recipients of the guidance that it gave
Can you
them.
imagine being handed a personal fine at your work because someone up in management did something shady you didn't know about?
But it wouldn't be a personal fine. They're not being fined. But I can
Well,
imagine.
no, 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 but they're suffering consequences of
Yeah.
actions from
Oh,
someone
I
up
can
top.
totally imagine that. Like, if
Oh,
my company, if the CEOs of my company, if the VPs of my company do something, it could definitely negatively affect my job, you
right,
know?
and that sucks because you can't do anything about
That's
it.
facts, but that's life.
No, that's not
That's
how it should go. I should not be privy to stuff like that. I mean, I work my butt off every day. I can't imagine if one of my superiors that I trust in does something that I don't know about, and all of a sudden they punish me for it, and I couldn't do anything about it. That
I
sucks. Like, how do you protect yourself?
you can't, but that's why it's also a team sport. It's not an individual sport. One person can ruin it for everyone.
Sure, absolutely. But it does suck for those girls who have worked and worked and worked their entire life to be here, and now they're punished because somebody wanted to cheat and they couldn't help it. They couldn't do anything about it.
Don't cheat.
Man, you are
Don't
cold-hearted,
Yeah,
man. No
don't cheat. Don't get
sympathy for
caught.
any they didn't cheat. The technical director did. That just sucks. That
Yeah,
just sucks. I just feel bad for them because this is something people dream of their whole life, and I bet if you would have asked them individually to do something to cheat, they probably would have said, "No, absolutely not."
very likely. I doubt any of them would have said yes, but is it
I don't
fair to
know.
New Zealand that they got spied on?
No, but it didn't matter. Didn't matter. Mhm.
Oh,
But
man.
but
Well,
I don't
that does
know.
wrap
I
up,
feel
like, our
bad. I feel bad for them. That's all. But
stop
they'll
it.
still advance, so it doesn't matter. Nina's over here cold-hearted.
Yep.
Can't believe you. I thought you had a little more sympathy for people.
No, God, no.
Dang, wow, and you heard it
Cutthroat,
here,
follow
folks,
the rules.
right? Jeez. Wait, hope it doesn't happen then. Hope I don't ever have to hear about that. You better make
Yeah.
sure all of your higher ups are adhering to the rules.
That wraps up all of our news from around the not just league, but world. We do have a quote to end this. Is Panda anything to add before we get ready to go?
No, I don't think so. I mean, big game tomorrow. Excited about that. Lots more Olympics. Watch them. Support the U.S. I know they usually do really well in the Olympics, so I'm not really that worried. So, but yes, let's go ahead and see what your quote is about today.
All right. This one comes from Casey Fair on her debut. It was surreal. I feel like I've worked so hard since I've gotten here. I don't think I've had to work so hard in my life. To have that payoff now today was just really great, and I'm very proud. Super excited to see Casey Fair make her debut. We've been talking about her for a while, and gotta love it. Gotta hope we see more of her.
Yeah, I mean she is the youngest one on our team. Like she's younger than Kennedy Fuller. So exciting things to see her out there doing things again. Hopefully see more of her as well. But that's all. That's all I've got. I'm tired. I know you're tired. You were tired before we started. So it's been a week and I've got to pack. I got to get ready at some point. I'm going to have no clothes in Europe. It's going to be bad.
Eh,
All right.
it'll be
Well,
freeing.
are you ready, Mina?
Good, because we're going.